Hey, this is Job Coach Kathy. Our strategic plan today covers resumes. Let's go to work. Some companies require a resume. Be aware that creating a resume takes time. Employers love soft skills, rock solid skills. I'd mentioned in the cover letter module that you'll want to start thinking about using these soft skills throughout the cover letter, but I would also include them in your resume. So gather the details of the equipment and tools that you have used in your current job and in past jobs, and then highlight that experience. Okay, let's build a resume. Your contact information up at the top, your first and last name. Objective is optional and is not needed, especially if you're looking for more space on your resume. That is one thing you can eliminate. I would set up a separate section called computer skills or technical and include in there all your technical expertise when it comes to computers. Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook, Zoom, Teams, you get the idea. Employers are looking for people that have computer skills. Next, put a section called skills and abilities. It's basically your tools of the trade that you're coming in with, your skills and expertise. In this case, it's a sample of a heavy equipment operator and maintenance person. You can see how I've listed in bullet points all the expertise that this person has. Down below, maybe you have a career that has use of a lot of hand and power tools. I would include a separate section for that. No matter what your job is, and it doesn't matter what your job is, you want to bring to the table and highlight those skills easily in a bulleted format so that the HR people that are reviewing your resume at a quick glance can see your expertise. Next, enter your current work experience, company name, city, state, job title, and when you work there, month and year. Enter your key contributions in bullet point formats. It makes it so much easier for HR or human resources to review your resume. Then enter your past work experience in that same type of format. Now, one of the things that I have found over and over again when reviewing resumes is that individuals forget to put the verbiage in past tense. So for instance, maintained, operated, repaired. So just be sure that if it's past work experience that you put it in past tense. Next, enter your education if applicable. Then awards if applicable and put them in bullet form. And then lastly, put a line or a block that says references and put available upon request. So how much work history should you put on a resume? I would not put past 10 years because 10 years to current shows your employment history. It shows a progression. And anything past 10 years, honestly, is just old information, including all the technology that has been implemented in the past 10 years. If you'd like to see some resume examples, just Google it and then click on Images. Tailor the verbiage on your resume to the position that you're applying for. Add your skills that relate to the position. Add any achievements or awards, certifications that you've gotten, and then keep your resume to 1 to 2 pages. I have seen resumes go to 3, but I wouldn't recommend it. Get it down to 1 to 2 pages. Consider using resume action words. You can use resume action words to describe the skills you have used or tasks that you performed, like advised, assisted, answered. It's really easy to use these resume action words to get the bullet points developed for your resume. So here are some resume formatting tips. So hear me roar like a bear. If you don't have a resume, start with a simple Word document after you start gathering up some of the details that I've recommended. If you do have a resume, Be sure to update your resume so that past employment verbiage shows as past tense. For instance, attended monthly safety meetings. So remember the bear? I'm going to continue to roar because this is the thing that I've seen over and over again when reviewing resumes. If you copy and paste verbiage from multiple sources, color must be consistent. See all of this verbiage over here on the right where it says my name is Job Coach Kathy. Those are varying degrees of the color black. And so when I have reviewed resumes, I have seen copy and pasted paragraphs of information that are multiple colors of black. Make sure you go back and highlight all the verbiage on a resume and make sure it's all the same color, black. I've been asked about artificial intelligence when creating a resume. It's great as a starting point, but be aware that AI applications are forced to fill in the gaps and predict what a resume might look like for you. What happens is it becomes really a generic resume. AI makes broad guesses. And the biggest thing that I've noticed about AI is metrics are not included. So for example, if you supervised 6 crew members, supervise 6 staff, it would simply say supervised employees. It's very, very generic. And the metrics piece of supervising 6 people is really important. So you would want to go back to your generic resume and add those metrics. Note, hiring managers want to hear from you, not computer software. And so again, it's a great place to start, but you need to go back and continue adding the verbiage that makes it you. When hiring managers are reviewing a stack of resumes, here's what they're looking for. They're looking at your education, your measurable achievements, your previous job titles, and let's stop here at experience. Details matter with your experience, so make sure you include the details. And they're also looking for what types of transferable skills you may have if you don't have all the experience they need. Career progression, long employment gaps, and be prepared if you have gaps in your employment history that they may ask you that during an interview. Training and certification, and your online presence. In addition, they're looking at typos, spelling and grammar errors, and relevant content. So here's your action item. Gather the data you need to create and build a resume. Be aware that it does take time. All right, let's move to online applications.